I just call myself a creative. I'm just a creative. Didn't think anything with it. One day I picked the camera up. Let's just do some muggery in it. I mean, when you make it into a video and it's comedy, it hurts less. It's like I feel it, but it's a joke. Though, really, he's joking, right? They had the song. Kuli had the idea, had the concept. He wanted to do something for the community. He laid it off to Jas Billan. They kind of spoke amongst themselves. While that was happening, I was doing my Kissan series clothing, but I didn't expect, because mate, I'm telling you, yeah, literally once that song went bang, my phones went ding, 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 ding. Just brrr. What people had before, they were good. What they're gonna get now is gonna be great. Come next year, what they're gonna get is gonna be amazing. We're here to set the bar. If your name is called Panjab's finest, act the finest. You know what? It sounds 10 times worse in Punjabi. I was like, oh god.
Welcome back to the KultureKast podcast. My guest today is a man of many talents. He's a comedian, entrepreneur, and a social media influencer. Welcome, Jaswinder Billan. How are you doing, man?
Good man, yourself?
I'm good. It's a hard way to introduce you because you do so many things. You've got your comedy sketches, you've got your clothing line, you've got obviously like you involved in the Kissan Song recently. You've got I seen in lockdown you've started up a few new pages of like social media growing pages and things like that. So
I'll just tell people if you know my government name, Jaswinder Billan, that's perfectly fine. Baki da did hege, you know, so
yeah.
but my actual name is fine.
How would you describe like what you do?
I just call myself a creative. I'm just a creative. Doesn't matter whatever I touch. If you can add a creative touch to it, you're already winning. So I'm more the creative behind everything, whether it's media, whether it's clothing, whether it's skits, whatever it is. Really, if you have a creative mind, nothing is hard to do. I'm just kind of fortunate I've got that kind of mindset, and that kind of the way I think and stuff. You know, because had I just been like an accountant who just got to do numbers, that's not knocking accountants, of course, because they do good stuff for us. You know, they save us tax and that. But that's kind of just one thing. Whereas I'm just kind of everywhere. So yeah, man.
No, 100%. Like I think it is, especially nowadays as well. Like you can't really be tied down to one thing. I feel like everybody does need a side thing and a sort of creative outlet and to
Most
basically
people are creative. I just think sometimes it gets hindered or restricted because they get stuck with life and work, but they get kind of held back because they've got bills to pay, a family to look after and stuff, and they don't really want it, so they don't let it flourish. You know.
Yeah, I feel like I think I've said this before on the podcast as well. It's like most people do want to have like an extra thing, whether it be a hobby or a creative outlet or an extra source of income, but they don't want to change their like lifestyle for it, if that makes sense. Like they'll want to have it, but they won't want to put the hours into to actually.
Yeah, it's that thing. You want it, but you don't want it. It's like people go to the gym. They want a great body. They don't want it. They want it, but they don't really want it. You know, like, oh, you know, it's been 2 months now. Nothing happening.
Yeah.
Not realizing it takes 2 years, you know.
Exactly. It's and I seen we'll probably touch upon the gym a bit later on because I know that's one of your other passions as well. But before, obviously the normal format for me is just to go into your culture and your upbringing, things like that. But just before I dive into that, the song that you did with Cooley, the Kissan Song. So, like, first of all, I want to say thank you for obviously raising awareness, you and everybody who was involved. On this podcast, I did a farmers protest podcast where myself, Inder Bassi, and Sharandeep Singh from Skits in Scotland sort of try to break down what was happening and try to raise awareness on like as much as I could as well. But obviously, your song, how did that come about? Or well, like how did the collaboration come about?
First of all, in regards to the song was all down to Kuli, Jas Billan, and his kind of squad. Really, I didn't have any part of that at all.
Right.
So I'm not going to take any credit for that at all. They had the song. Kuli had the idea, had the concept. He wanted to do something for the community. He laid it off to Jas Billan. They kind of spoke amongst themselves. While that was happening, I was doing my Kissan series clothing. I started setting up in December. I think end of November, December time. So I was already in the kind of process of making new garments, new logos, new designs and stuff. And I just kind of put them out there saying, hi guys, launch 28th of December. And obviously Jas has obviously bought my couple of before because he knows the quality, because they're not like that kind of like, you know, you get them kind of like I wouldn't say donkey kapre, but just, you wash it once and it starts bobbling. And I'm not about that life. If you're gonna make something, bandang bara, do it properly or don't do it all. So that's one of my garments in the past. So he's like, yo, can I give you a call, please? I was like, okay, cool. Listen, we're doing a song, me and Kuli. Do you want to kind of jump on it with us with your kapre and stuff? We've seen your kapre, they're really, really good. Like the logo, like the design. Can we do something? I was just let me know what you guys need, to be fair, innit? And that's literally what it was. So we went down to London, took the garments, met the guys, did the shoot, and then just kind of bang, really. I just think it was literally timing. I always tell Kuli and Jas, I go, look, this was down to timing. You were all doing your little thing, and we were all little cogs. Everyone's doing their little thing, ticking away, and we just kind of all kind of merged together. It's just kind of, it just fell in place, and that's the best way I can explain everything. Do you know what I mean? It's like right now, like it's going on, but people are doing little things. But then we just all kind of came together at the right time. The mic up had already made, the garments already made for Punjab's finest. They're already there. These guys already started in the song. The lyrics already there, and then it's a case of like recording the video, doing the shoot, get the pictures out, and then yeah, really. I didn't expect the flurry after that. I mean, I knew they items would sell, we would make some money, would generate some money, to be fair, but I didn't expect, because mate, I'm telling you, yeah, literally once that song went bang, my phones went ding, 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 just I swear to God, like everything from like pings from orders to social media, I had to take every notification off. WhatsApp, TikTok, freaking Facebook, everything I took off because there's too much to look at. You know what? Just leave it. It was great, but it's too much, man. So it's always a credit to Kuli and Jas for kind of pulling me in rather than me pulling them in. So that's kind of how it went down.
I think that is the beauty of it. Like it encapsulated what everybody was thinking in a song,
Yeah.
but was also like I think the best thing about it is its multiculturalism as well. So like you have was it J1 and
Yeah,
the
so
other
they had
lads.
J1, they had J Fado, they had Thames, at Tanner, they had quite a few other people behind the scenes doing the kind of the work. I think his manager Dylan as well. There's a couple of other guys as well. I think there's one or two guys doing the recording as well. I forgot the guy's name, so I apologize. But the guys who do that, big music videos were part of it as well, and they all did it for free. And that's kind of what it's about, really, because the what's happening is so big and it's so passionate to many of us. Money comes and goes, but this instance right now, when this kind of attack is happening on our people being the farmers, you can't let it slide. That this is not going to come and go. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once it's done, it's done. It's either we get our rights or we don't get our rights, and they just kind of put us in the corner. These movements only come once, so it's here. Take advantage of it. That's the thing. So that's what we said. Look, let's do what we can do for the community, and just kind of ride this storm.
Well, yeah, that's definitely it. You see, like all these quotes of like, if you don't stand up in the time of oppression, then you are the oppressor, and things like that. So it is one of them things where I've seen a lot of people who, well, we've seen it all over. Do you know what I mean? And with like Bollywood actors and things not coming out and speaking at the time, and it's just like, just remember who spoke out and who didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like we're going forward, like put your money where your mouth is.
I hear that. Even amongst ourselves, many influencers, many people. The thing is, I tell people, you can't hold somebody accountable or responsible for not speaking up. No one owes it to anybody to speak up. If someone asks me a question, goes, "Oh, do you feel that you are obliged to speak up?" I goes, "No, I don't feel obliged. I don't have to do anything. I don't want to do it. It's my choice. But I feel the attack, and I feel the attack on us as people, as a community, and our land." So it's got to be a case of that. You have to really have it. It really has to touch you or make you feel something, you to say something. So I understand when people don't speak up because they don't feel anything for it, and it's a case of feeling. That's how I see it. I'm not knocking anyone for it, or I mean, I know I made a video about it, knocking for bands, but I don't actually physically have anything against anybody.
No, I understand where you're coming from, and yeah, like if it doesn't speak to somebody, fair enough. But I think the issue that I think many people, including myself, have is when people then exploit that community for their own gain on one side, and then not give back when it's needed. So the example is of obviously half of these Bollywood actors who go to Punjab, wet bags, do the music videos in the middle of their movies, in the middle of farms and things. But then when it came down to actually standing up for the thing that they're making millions of rupiah on, they're not actually giving back. And that's where I think mine is. But
I'd say that to people all the time. I tell people all the time, I go, look, for example, right now, yeah, like, let's just say about Boris, for example. He was so happy Vaisakhi to the community, But we've got issues right now, like Juggy's still in prison right now. They're trying to extradite Sikhs from the UK to India, and they're not really speaking for the farmers. People are selective. It's like, and I tell people, it's business. It literally is business.
It is.
That's what it comes down to. It's like, if you're going to get paid, you'll speak up. If you're not going to get paid, you sit there, shut your mouth, and just keep your gob shut. And that's it. And that's how it's for half the people out there. Some of us don't really care for this media, because media is just there, just a vessel to say what you want to say, to be fair. So I wouldn't hold back from it. Other people are like, oh, I can't really say that. I think I'll leave it. I might lose some business. I might have some people from other communities who might be offended by it. But you weren't saying nothing when other issues happening around the world, and you spoke of other certain kind of political movements. Comes down to your own people, then you're quiet. Again, selective people, and it's just business, isn't it? And when people say business is business, I get it. But I'm like, I remember you for next time, brother.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it's I think the powers and with the people where they spend their money in it. So like, when the next blockbuster movie comes out, just remember, you don't have to agree with the person of like, you can be respectful of like, right, it's your right not to speak up on this issue.
Yeah, of course.
But because you didn't, I will remember that going forward when I spend my money at this cinema or with this movie coming out. Or
do you know what? People are very forgetful very quickly. I'll tell you, they're gonna be. They'll say something now, and 2 months time, God, people like it that way. Who knows? And I'm like, all right, bro, you're trying to justify it now, which is cool. But that's people. People will sell their soul. People will sell their grandma. It's one of them ones, isn't it? So, everything else is whatever. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones.
No, I get you. So with the song, I know that the song is obviously separate to yourself, but with Punjab's Finest, you obviously update on your social media. I think very recently, I got the thing here from. Is it from the launch of your clothing? So that was from 20th January to 11th of April. Roughly 12.5 grand was raised, and then all the profits going to obviously the farmers.
We started this. Probably the first sales, we'll say 28th of December, but we'll say 1st of January, because I probably only saw like 1, 2 then. But 1st of Jan till then, that's what we've raised for now. So that's the money. I still owe them the last amount installment. So don't worry, I'm not saying I've paid it yet, because I'll get their money before anyone says it. 14th, I get paid tomorrow. So far, that's the amount we've raised so far from all the garments, all the Kissan series for the hoodies and beanies and stuff. Now we've got some t-shirts out now as well. We're just waiting to get them kind of the promo stuff done for the launch of the t-shirts. And again, we've just kind of stepped to a whole different level now, because I'm a person of quality. So what people had before, they were good. What they're going to get now is going to be great. Come next year, what they're going to get is going to be amazing. I play the game of, you can't come near me as a brand, not because I'm better than you, but because we keep quality down to a T. We don't care about competition. If there isn't competition, we learn from them, but we are in our own leniency. So that amount we've kind of made for that bulk from January to April is a good amount to me. I think it's really, really good. I mean, I was thinking probably it might have been less than that. I probably thought, probably going out at 5,000-6,000, probably give or take. But thanks to the people. I always tell people, it's always down to the people. We're just a vessel for the message. When we go to Mille, go to rallies, go to events, go to places of open spaces where there might be a speech, there might be some kind of like march or something, people are going to be wearing these garments, and other people ask you, what is that? What does that word mean? Amazing design, cool logo, but what does it mean? So when you get a cool logo and a design, second of all, you've got a message behind it as well. And lets people kind of tell people, like, this is what it's about, this is what it's for, this is what we're doing, and this is why we're kind of raising the awareness for it, So it kind of works hand in hand. And I didn't want any like a kind of typical cliche, tacky design or tacky print. I mean, you might sell a few, but I don't want someone moaning back to me, we spent the money and it's all right. I don't want all. I want people like, actually, this is good. So everyone that tells them, look, your quality is amazing. We like the quality. They say we didn't expect it. We thought, Punjabi company, probably some little hoodie company, we'll support the cause and we'll pay you the money you're asking. Okay, but actually we're actually surprised, because this is better than some of our other branded, I'm not going to name the brands, I'm not endorsing anybody, our other branded garments. We're like, okay, wow. And goes, but it's hard to tell people, show people quality from a photo. You have to physically buy an item to have it,
And you've got on obviously like the jacket now as well, and it does look quality. I've seen the pictures.
This is basically mine. So obviously I've got obviously the Kissan logo. I'll show you here. That's the Kissan logo. So basically we made this as a sample before January, and we made it, and then obviously we went all sustainable. So all our couple is sustainable, and this isn't sustainable, so we can't make these. So people were triggered like, yo, bro, how are you making a bomber jacket for yourself and not selling it? I goes, bro, I'm sorry, but it's not sustainable. Yeah, bro, just make me on. Then people start
On the
bro, don't
slide.
worry about it. I goes, bro, we have to stick to our guns. If we say something, we have to honor it. And I'm not a person to kind of go back on it. So I made it for myself. I was gonna make some more, but sorry, people.
I think people do have the perception though, especially with like and you probably be like sick of hearing the term of like influencer merch and them sort of things when it's
Yeah.
associated if it's associated with like an influence and you try to make your own brand then. But if you went obviously down like the quality route that you have, and I've seen it on your other pictures as well, even the ones that you were posting today of the new collection dropping, it does look obviously like you're just
Yeah,
one
do you
up
know
in
what?
each other.
I started the company probably the same kind of time I started my videos. So it wasn't like I made the clothing off of the videos. I just made it
Right.
at a kind of similar kind of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just kind of fortunate that I kind of caught it at the right time when I started my vids, a couple of, and I just kind of been going better and better and better. And obviously where we're at right now is probably the best we've ever made it. I mean, I come across other companies, other brands, other materials, and other processes, let's say. I can tell how good the quality of a t-shirt or hoodie is just by a picture on Instagram. I can tell you if it's whack or if it's good. They might gas it or they want to gas it. Again, I'm not knocking the brand because everyone's business model is different, and I'll go for the high-end kind of market. But when they say we're ultra quality premium, I'm thinking, bruh, why are you lying for? Like, I can see what hoodie that is, but it's just one of them ones. But I don't want people in our community to have to basically buy poor garments or poor quality and have that kind of typical kind of mindset, or up when they always make poor garments or poor quality. That's why I always tell people in my team up in Punjab's Finest, we're here to set the bar. If your name is called Punjab's Finest, act the finest. Simple as that. That's why the name is that, because we want the best for the best people, and that's the kind of idea we've kind of always gone with.
It does make sense. It really does. 100%. And like that's why I was saying like going back as you said there, like highlighting it to people who might not be aware. I think that's the really good thing about the song was that obviously you had J1, Temps and all them and sort
Yeah,
of
so they
branching it
they all
out.
wanted to be part of it. I called asked him. He told me, because I asked this guy, look, I really feel passionate about this. Because look, bro, if you're passionate about it, we're on it with you as well. We don't mind doing all the verses with their own verses.
Oh, that's it.
He just kind of gave them like, this is what we're doing. So they said we'll get our own verses made, and then just kind of that's me. I mean, that video, that whole song itself, kind of shows one, the diversity as well, and second, a case of it's more of a humanity issue rather than just being a Punjab or Punjabis issue. It's a case of you trying to take away people's rights.
That's it.
So anyone that can understand someone's rights being taken away can stand for that, and that's why that kind of song kind of came about. The fact that these guys like, you know what, it's a good concept you've got here going in terms of what you want to make as a song. We feel what you're kind of doing it for, why are you doing it, and we're on that, you see. And again, obviously, Jas, obviously, with his big voice in the background as well, the hook and that. I didn't know that guy could sing like that, to be fair. My mouth went bang. I was like, okay. He went from Hello Darling songs to like Pow, like, okay. Okay, not Hello Darling, but he's got nice Punjabi songs. Watch that, yo, but what do you mean Hello Baby? But it's all good, man.
When you're like actually on a shoot then, so like when does he actually fully belt out the song in camera, or is it just in the
Bro,
studio and then
he actually literally sang the song. He blared it. I mean, he's got the voice over it because they've got the music in the background, but he was blaring. But he actually went for the song, So I'm never been to music before in my life. I just thought, yeah, probably either sing it with a minor, but yeah, the song was going on and he sang it as well, and his voice was over the song. Do you know what I mean? So he sang it louder than the song.
Yeah.
Obviously, when it gets edited, dubbed and stuff, you don't really hear that. You get me? But we know he's a real one out there.
Yeah, 100%. And as you said there, like the diversity, and I imagine growing up in Leicester, that sort of diverse upbringing was probably a part of it. As I was saying to you before, like my Massey lives in Leicester, I go down there quite a lot, and it is a lot more diverse than say Newcastle. So what was that like growing up in that environment?
What, my areas wasn't actually that diverse. I live in a more like a predominant Gorda area. You'd have Belgrave Road, which is literally like mini India.
Yeah.
East Pot Road is like kind of borderline Punjab / Pakistan because the communities. Oadby just all the posh people in it, the posh brown people, as they say, in it. We're the elites and stuff, which is cool. But I live in a kind of Gorda, quite a mix and stuff. So it was a funky upbringing. I was around Gorda most of the time. A couple of Disties at my school as well. There's only kind of a group of us. And when I went to college, it just changed. Like literally went from probably 10% Desi and 90%, Gorde, well, 80% Gorde and a mix, of everybody else, to a whole switch of being like 10% Gorde in college and 90% brown folk. And I was like, bro, what's going on here? Some of the terminology from guys when they were speaking, I didn't get it. He's like, yo, why go on my guy? I was like, I'm not your guy. You mean I'm your guy? Like, you're right, mate. Now we're from a different area. We don't use that term. Like, he goes, he means like, as in mate. I was like, okay. I thought my man's trying to say some funky lyrics to you or something. Because certain areas of Leicester, not different, but they use different terminology.
Yeah.
So as I got after college, so college and uni was just all brown folk, man. It was all just desi people, brown people. Got to uni and stuff, and it's like majority Punjabi people there as well. So yeah.
Fairs. Basically the live that I jumped in when you were on Insta Live a few days ago, and obviously that's how we sort of set this up. Speaking on basically like sort of being proud of your name, don't like whitewash your name. Is that a thing that you had to go through before you got to college? Is that something that you?
I always use the name Jas. People that kind of dissy say Jas. It was always Jas. Not a case of I didn't want to use my name. Just a case of it was just always easier. But as time's gone on, it's like when people used to say to me as I got older and stuff, it's like, what's your name? I'm like, yes, Jaswinder, or Jaswinder. You can say Jaswinder, but it's not the same as Jaswinder in English because whatever. Do you know what I mean? Oh, can I just call you Jas? What's your name, mate? My name's Neil. Can I call you Ne? Sorry, what? That's what you said. Can I call you Jas? Can I call you Ne? But my name's Neil. Well, my name is Jaswinder then. Oh, right, yes, okay, Jaswinder. You know what I mean? You don't tell someone not to do it. You give them an example. Yeah. Remember that. Next time you ask another person, can I call you this? And then you might get some smart ass like me in front of you. That's like, oh, it's one of them ones. So it's never a case of me being brought up. It was like, not saying my name or something. I never really whitewashed it, but the name to say it properly would be Jaswinder. If somebody can say it who's Punjabi, but someone who doesn't know my name might just say Jaswinder because that's how it's spelled. Now I'm always not sure because we've not really got like a W. It's meant to be like a Vava. See what I'm saying? There's no actual W we have. It's like a Vava. So technically, I think my name should be Jaswinder because there's no W in our alphabet. It's a good alphabet. So it's like, So I'm not really sure where I can stand on that one right now. Cause I'm like, I don't know, but I've never shortened it in sense of because I've never been proud. I just shortened it because it was either Jas or my people that know me just call me Billan by my surname. Billah, Billu, Billan, or Bill. So there's many names I go by, or Billy. Some people think they're funny when Billy. I'm like, bro, I'm a lion here, not Billy, right? But it's like it very. But I know some people who will generally whitewash the name because they're not proud of it, or somebody finds it hard to say it. And I tell people, don't you feel the need to change yourself? Explain to someone how they need to kind of say your name and correct them, not in a bad way, in a polite, respectful manner, because they generally might not know. Do you know what I mean? It's like a case of people like, oh, my name's this. Well, don't be angry at a person. Can't explain to them because they might not know. They're none the wiser, It's a case for learning. People to learn, need to teach people as well. You try and get being able to about someone getting your name wrong, don't be offended by it because they generally might not know. I've seen some African names, bro. I look at the paper, I think, bro, how do you even say that, Listen, bro, how do you say the name? Ask the person how to say it. I'll come like, oh, your name's like, I'm not going to say your name right now, please, but, I'm just going to call you like Fem. Do you know what I mean? My name's not that. It's that kind of thing. But yeah, I've never had that issue myself. And I tell people, don't kind of hide your name or say a short name. And nowadays, there's less pride of being Punjabi. And I don't mean in a bad way. It's like, what do you define as being Punjabi? There's no kind of pride. Back in my day, people my age, they were kind of more prouder.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. How old are you? I mean, you have to tell me. But in what bracket are we saying? Like 20 to 30? 20 to 25?
Yeah, 20 to 25. I'm 24. Okay, yeah. I don't care. I'm 24.
That's fine. So I'm in the 30 to 35 bracket. People in my age are proud. They're different kind of pride and stuff. Nowadays, it's kind of a mishmash and a kind of bish-bosh and stuff. People are kind of don't really want to associate just being Punjabi with pride. It's just like, yeah, Punjabi and that's it. Do you know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing, which is why I always tell people we want to kind of evoke that in some of the couplers that we make from Punjab's finest. Have a sense of pride. I think people now, because we're the Kissan couple, they have that kind of pride. Like, yeah, man, we're repping for the block. I call it P block, Punjab block. I call it P block. We're repping for P block right now. And we have a bit more sense of pride and have like the culture, got heritage and the name and stuff. So it's a thing of kind of letting people know like, yo, we're all kind of a community here. We should kind of be happy who we are, be proud of who we are, and let people know who we are as well.
100%. I don't know if I don't know if like what your thought could be on this, but perhaps like when I see going down south, I see the more they're up on it or the less potentially proud they are because there's that many. There's no need. Like when you go to India, for example, when you go to Punjab, some of the kids there probably don't know as much Dharmic sort of like their Sikhi background compared to say the schools over here because in the camps like make sure that you keep in touch with that sort of heritage. But when you get that much population and it's surrounded by you, then there's less of a push to do that because it's like, well, you're surrounded by it anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of that, I mean, there's two sides to this. I mean, I tell people we can't confuse being Punjabi and being Sikh. You know, Punjabi is a culture, Sikhi is a faith. We do tend to overlap them because of just how we are, but they're two different things entirely. Some of the kids in India don't know Sikhi because they probably don't get taught it. It's a case of you know what you know. Your parents might tell you some stories. Leave it at that. We're busy. Here, parents was working. You go Punjabi school. If you go Punjabi school, you got the internet. If you want to search something, but it's a case of why would you search it if you don't have a passion to search it? We want to see the new song. We want to see the new lyrics of a Ghana. We want to check something else out. We want to learn some information. Something news has come out. We go and search it. Some people don't really care about history, heritage, and culture until someone sticks it on someone, asks them a question, and you feel like crap. Not because you can't answer it because one you don't know, but you think, you know what? Yeah, I could have found this out if I wanted to. I chose not to research it. I chose not to know this kind of stuff, and I look like an idiot. It's not the kind of embarrassment, the fact that you don't know. It's more of a case of like you didn't have the need or want or desire to learn about this and lock it away in your brain. Should there be one day when someone asks you a question and you know about it? I'm not saying I'm the most knowledgeable person myself. I know what I know, and I can probably go and research other stuff as well. But you know, some of the basic stuff that we kind of need to be taught or should know, some of us don't know, and it's not even the person's mistake themselves. It's just a case of our lifestyle. I can't even blame upbringing. Everyone's got their own life. Everyone's got their own kind of their setup of how they live their life and stuff. So you can't really kind of point fingers at anybody. But it's a case of we need to kind of do a bit more for ourselves because give it 2-3 generations, and you're gonna hear about back in the day, my baba he could speak Punjabi back in the he could speak Punjabi or Punjabi. He could speak. I don't know what he said though. It's gonna get to that level. Do you know what I mean? That's gonna be a shame when it gets to that because it's just gonna be like, yo, we didn't actually do anything for our future generations. We said, yeah, we're Punjabi, or, you know, we're Bangla, all other dumb crap. But that's not really being Punjabi. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole different kind of vibe in Punjabi as well.
I think that's sort of like, but you see it now. To be fair, you see some people are already like that. Probably my age that I know, like in the early 20s, and obviously there are the other end of the spectrum of like really overtly sort of like proudly Punjabi as well. The example I used with Sikhi probably wasn't the best one, but the sort of thing I
No, but you
meant
know what,
was
I get, but it's not wrong what you said because
yeah.
many people say how you say it. It's not the wrong. It's the fact that Punjab as a state, which is an annexed state in India, is basically predominantly Punjabi, and Sikhi came from there. So I understand how it kind of lays on it.
No. So the example I was trying to use was that like if you're surrounded by the culture, there's less pressure to be like to force it on a kid. Whereas when you're sort of removed from that culture, then you sort of force the child to sort of like pick up these things so the traditions aren't lost, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it depends as well. One, on parents, second, upbringing. I know people who've had brown people and this people around them, and their Punjabi is dreadful. I'm not knocking them for it, but I'm just thinking like, bro, 18, 19 years old, when you've got two guys around you, Baba be around you, and you did not know how to speak Punjabi as a base. Writing and reading is another matter because you have to go and learn that, yeah. But the speaking part, I'm thinking, bro, I know people thinking like, wow, how did you? It's like when some people I know some upper banda they'll knock some gore because they're you know they're common, they speak very common English and they're very poor at writing and reading in English. I'm thinking like, bro, you lived in a brown house and you got Baba, Bibi, and two parents from India. How did you not learn Punjabi? You know, you're looking at other gore and laughing at them, but thinking, bro, you're in the same boat. They can get by doing what they're doing, but you kind of get by. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of, not comparing people, but it's a crazy one. So it all just depends on your upbringing, the people, even your friends as well around you as well. When I was at school, I had a few Desi bande around me. Didn't really speak that much Punjabi there, but it's just a case of I spoke at home. I worked in a taxi office with my dad. All bande there, Fauji bande, all Desi bande, all Bindu rares, and so that's what my Punjabi is the way it is. Because if I didn't go there, I probably wouldn't be the way it is. I could still speak it, read it, and write and stuff, I probably wouldn't be speaking it as much.
You get that like next level of understanding of like the proper rare words of
yeah. The rare word, the kind of the context of saying certain things, the sentences, giving an answer, giving a jawab back to somebody. Only a person who rolls with this brares can give this answers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you say to me like, oh, get down to the key heart out there, I'll be like, Tiga. You know, just normal person will say Tiga. Well, I'm Tiga, you know what I mean? It's a different kind of twang to it, where it's like you say something and then some. You know, you carry on the convo. Other people are like, oh, no, hanji tika, hanji. They leave it there because, like, you know what, I just want to cut the conversation there. I don't know what to say to my man.
no, I get it. And I'm not proclaiming to be the best or anything at Punjabi. I can get about, I had similar experiences to yourself as like my parents speaking it in the house, and obviously having like businesses, family businesses up here and speaking in them sort of context.
Sure.
So you do pick them things up, but it's interesting because I feel like I'm quite observant, I'd like to think. So like when I look at other people and see like, oh, why is their Punjabi maybe less or better, or then maybe they're friends when they're both from like a similar background. But as you say, it is very complex.
There's many factors in that. I mean, we can't really go in too much into it, but in the sense of speaking it, if people speak it around you and they're proud to speak it around you, you feel more proud to speak it around them.
Yeah.
But if you're kind of holding back to speaking it because you're a bit shy, you're a bit embarrassed by it, I get that. On top of that, your friends might mock you for speaking the way you speak and stuff. That gives more pressure. So then you kind of don't want to speak it out. I mean, yeah, I make videos where I've got like 100 to see kid. I make the videos mockery in terms of general because people can relate to it. But if someone said something wrong, I'd correct them. Bro, you want to say it like this, man, and in like a nice way. Because laughing at someone trying to say something in Punjabi, and they're feeling kind of embarrassed because they said it wrong, and you don't help them. You know better for these people. You know, you want to keep the bully alive, but you don't do anything for the bully to keep it alive. Someone's trying to speak the language out over there right now, and you're trying to mock him or mug him off because he didn't say it right. Teach him. Say, bro, this is the way you want to say it. I mean, easier to say that. I mean, yeah, it's all funny laughing with your friends, but someone needs to listen, bro. Say like this, and then, you know, it gives them more confidence. You know, if you keep falling over somewhere and no one picks you up, you're going to probably just think, I'm going to stay down here on the floor, man. I'm just here. I'm fine here, man, because I can't be asked to get back up again and fall again. Do you know what I mean? But someone puts a hand out to you, take the hand, you get me? That's my take on it anyway, because comedy is comedy, but real life is real life. You get what I'm saying?
No, 100%. I completely agree. Like, I try to speak as much as I can with more so in the house and things, because I know if I make a mistake, it'll be corrected immediately.
Yeah. True.
So then you can learn from that. And then obviously, like when you're out and about and you need to speak Punjabi, then at least you'll have that sort of footing that, you know, you can hold your own. You have that confidence because you know the galti have already been done in the house and you learn from them, or a Punjabi school, like when I was a kid as well. But as you mentioned there, the comedy, let's sort of switch into that, because you mentioned the accents of like I call it like Gora Punjabi, yeah, when you speak Punjabi but with like a Gora accent. And fuck me, you smash that out of the park, yeah. And you've got the Starbucks white girl Punjabi on lock, yeah. The amount of times that that one, I crease too much with them.
Man said Starbucks, you know.
You know that type of girl. You one of them ones. But okay, so like, obviously we said before, you're very creative, you've got the clothing as well, and this is sort of another creative outlook. But were you like always the funny kid at school and stuff as well? Like, when did this sort of develop?
I was always mocking life. I was always taking the piss, let's say, of life, and I was always the one that could crack the bands and stuff, but I never really kind of did anything with it. One day I picked the camera off, let's just do some muggery in it. I mean, I wasn't really kind of affluent with Instagram. I wasn't really into the social media hype. Take a picture, chat some waffles. I wasn't really bothered about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I literally just did it for bands, just for fun and jokes. And then I had so many ideas in my head. Let me just make these in videos, because I tell people, right? I can say stuff and I can say it straight, and it's gonna butt hurt people, and their bumhole starts to twitch like that, you know, and they get offended by it. But when you make it into a video and it's comedy, it hurts less. It's like, I feel it, but it's a joke though, really. He's joking, right? But it's actually serious, but you can get away with it because it's comedy, because you're actually reenacting a situation, a scenario, or dialogue or concept, you know? So the more I kind of got into it, I just thought, you know what, what's stopping me from kind of really pushing the belt out there, and going for actual stuff people don't really talk about or say. They think it, but no one kind of raises the awareness of it. Or second of all, no one creates something creative for people to kind of view and visualize and take in and kind of share. So that's it. I mean, I have no kind of buffer for my videos. I've had to kind of calm down on some because my mum asked me to calm down because she goes, "Oh, I'm in a phone on the look at the Honda you know, because obviously we got one or two phones. Not saying I care about the phone calls, but I don't want her to feel a bit too funny about it. So I had to tone down some of the videos I was going to make with one or two girls. Like, you know, I did one as like the crazy mama, the tarki mama, and obviously I like a Gori email or something in it. Mom goes, "Oh, tu dana bana ka loki ka ne tu kuri na." I was like, "Mom, it's just a video. She did a baby. Tu her live yaka." And I was like, "All right, say no to." So after kind of, I've only been renting because of that. Everything else is a free for all, man. Talking about concepts, talking about ideas, fathers, sons, mothers, daughters, kids, parents, you know, everything else that they talk about, don't really say in brown households. The funny thing is, right, I'd say 90% of the things that I make or create don't happen in my household at all. They don't even happen at all. I'm just got a creative mind. People think, like, "Yo, bro, your house must be wild." Because bro, it really isn't wild at all. It isn't wild at all.
You just played on the stereotypes that obviously like these things do happen in our communities. That's what I think. Comedy is probably one of my like favorite things to watch on Netflix. I'll just go through the comedy specials like Ricky
Yeah.
Gervais and Kevin Hart and things. But the reason they're funny is because they touch on like actual things that are happening, taboo topics, things that sometimes are actually serious as well. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can get
true.
away with talking about it because you put in it in a joke format. It actually, similar to say like the Kissan Song, it actually raises awareness on that issue, but in a way that is sort of more easily accessible to people.
Yeah. So I did the one about the Kisans, about how certain people weren't raising the awareness. I was like, "Hi, I wonder, I forgot what I did. I think it was I'm a makeup artist, I'm a DJ. You know, I'm not really talking about it. Just mugging. I wasn't trying to fire a shot to them that these people in the industry directly, but people all know people like that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so it's like, yes, you know, you're sitting there not raising awareness. Like I said to you, your choice. You want to raise awareness because you know business is business, as I say. But you know, it's just the kind of you can give a story, you can make a concept, an idea that everybody kind of feels and kind of relates to, but it's serious, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. And people think, you know what, I know people like that. I find it funny because I know some idiots out there like that. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna tag my friends on this. I'm gonna share it with so and so, and off you go. I've got a lot of inboxes for that one itself, and a few other ones and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So there's obviously someone that kind of just went kind of bang and stuff. So it's one of them ones. But comedy is a great way to talk about serious topics, to raise awareness. Second of all, to kind of get certain concepts and issues viral because people understand it. So that's probably what I do right now. I mean, I've not really been doing any recently because I've been so busy with the Kissan stuff and the Kapore and stuff. So I wouldn't say I've stopped making them. I just kind of put them on hold because video is going to come and go. I can make one tomorrow. I can make one next week. But this kind of movement right now and what we're trying to kind of create for the Kissans and just kind of support them, this is now because this is now. So this might last for 4 months, 6 months, 8 months. Now I'm at a point now where we can kind of like just keep supporting the cause now and get back onto my videos. But the first 3, 4 months, bro, it was mad, man. It was honestly everybody wants a brand. But
Yeah.
I'm shitting you not. Yeah, when you have to pack parcels, bruh, packing parcels, lipeto, band karo, tag lao. Yo, man, I swear to God, never seen so many bags in my life, bro. But again, it's for a good cause. I'm not knocking it, but it would help next time I had a team, you know.
Yeah. Or did you do everything yourself for the first one?
Oh, I've got my family to prepare to do it, so I want my family to help me with everything else. I don't think we kind of comprehended the amount of work it would involve. I mean, we've done orders, bro. Like, I mean, think about that. I mean, think about the sense of like the profit raised. That's just the profits of the garments that the money it's cost to make the garments, to make certain things, the timing and the packing as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it took time. Sometimes I was going to the post office with 4 big jolly like our Santa Claus, bro. I'm joking, like 4 big things on my mud. People are bringing, "Oh, bro, where's this guy walking?" Look, good thing for me was because the other place I go, people think I work for Royal Mail, so I never queued in. I was like, "Yeah, go right to the front." Oh, he must be. Oh yeah, bro, go on, mate. You must be working there. Yeah, working there.
But at least that's a good
So
thing.
yeah, because of that, I was holding back from the videos and stuff. So, but yeah, after this week, I'm back on it, man. So yeah, just hold the thought. Some new ones coming out soon, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. From like, so when did you start posting videos on Instagram? Like, how many
I
years
think I
ago?
started doing it probably end of 2017. So I started doing end of 2017, probably um, October time, September, October time, 2017. And then I started my couple November 9th. on my birthday. I thought, yeah, happy birthday to me. Let's start a clothing brand. You get me?
Yeah.
So October time. I did a few before on YouTube and Insta for like gym comedy, gym mockery, certain guys. Because I know there's some dunga in the gym, bro. And me and my mate just love laughing at these guys. And thought, let's just make a few videos out of that for YouTube and have a bit of banter and stuff. So Case of from probably there went on to like kind of Punjabi skits, Punjabi comedy stuff. You know what I mean? So that's probably the catalyst, let's say, was one or two YouTube videos about gym and fitness and stuff. And yeah, man. But 2017, I'd say.
Did anybody like influence you, like when you watched other people? Did you think like actually what they're doing is sort of inspirational?
Bro? I don't. To be fair, I never really watched any. I was never a YouTube person. To be fair, bro, I didn't even watch many people. I mean, yeah, I kind of seen people like in the past odd video like AKTV, Just Rain, Lily Singh, Kevin Hart, that what's that guy's name? Depel. Name is Depel.
Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle.
That's the one, Chappelle. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
That one.
I know the guy's voice, but I forget my man's name in it. So I've just kind of come across these people in the past with kind of video or small or that Cat Williams. Is it Cat Williams as well?
Cat Williams, yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny brother, man. His clapback comments here, bro. He's a real G, man. So I like that kind of stuff more, where you're firing a shot at a person, like just you know. But I've seen everyone else's kind of other content here and there, but I never really watched it in the kind of stuff of anybody. I just picked up and I just started kind of doing it. I think I probably saw it more as I started to look or be in social media more. I think more things pop up, start seeing more people, you get sent more content, you get sent more the stuff. Then I started seeing these names kind of pop up a bit more. But before that, yeah, it didn't really kind of see much, to be fair, man.
Yeah, 100% similar like in that sense. It's like I thought, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start a dissy podcast. Yeah, nobody's been doing this shit. Started it, I'd be like, fuck me, there's shitloads of these budget doing it.
Yeah, there's loads of people that do podcasts, to be fair, you know.
No, I didn't know any of this shit beforehand. I was like, what?
It always comes down to what how do you say this? What value do you add is probably the best way I can explain to someone. If you're gonna do something, be creative or brand or podcast or anything, what value do you or your company add to the people and to the world? If you can answer that question, it makes doing something easier. You know, you can have a passion for it, but what value does it add to the world? Because as much as a podcast is nice that you want to do, if you like it, it's great. But if you get no views or no one listens to it for a year, then it's like, what am I doing it for? Not saying you're doing it for that reason.
Yeah.
If rather than just making a podcast, you think, well, what value can I add? That's once you've got the answer to that, everything cruises, bro. So the only thing for my comedy is that I want to kind of raise awareness for certain topics and issues in brown households and the general world, create into a skit or comedy where people can relate to the kids, the mothers, the dads, the uncles, and the brown people, and any other community if need be, being in context of a certain issue or a problem, or let's say something to kind of talk about. So that's where the value is added from my stuff. Yours is going to be the people you kind of bring on your podcast, things you talk about, people's insight onto the world and stuff, and just kind of growing that. Do you know what I mean? So you've got added value there. A lot of people ask me that question: how do you add value? Like, oh well, yeah, that's well. If you're stuttering on that, I tell people reassess what you're doing. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Feel a bit fucking extra pressure after that little speech.
No pressure, bro. No. Well, as that guy says on Insta, no pressure. You know, that guy.
No pressure.
No pressure.
From obviously, like when you're growing social media wise and you're getting more views on your videos, talking about pressure, like how has that sort of impacted? I'm assuming the first couple of videos was just like pick up a phone, get like. I don't know if did you have like even scripts or anything back then? Do you have scripts?
Bro, I went straight into actual camera and scripts, bro.
Yeah.
I went straight into tar. I just thought, yeah, jump in the deep end, bro. Let's see what I got in it. Let's see if you can swim or not. So it's just one of them ones. I mean, some people use their phone still, which is great. I tell people it's not a case of what you use. Again, it doesn't even matter to what you use. I mean, you've got your little kit set up there as well. I can get a camera, I can get lighting, but if my content's whack, why does it matter what I'm using? Do you see what I'm saying? So that becomes your equipment becomes obsolete because you yourself are the person that is the driver of whatever you're doing. So I thought, get a camera. Don't want to have a phone. I want to have a stand or something. Probably didn't need the camera to before, but me being me, yeah, let's buy one. Go on, a big man over here. Buy a camera, start writing some scripts and take it from there. Do you know what I mean? So in sense of social media itself, I don't really get bothered by comments and inboxes. I mean, some people just chat bare crap, bro. Some people chat bare waffles in it. I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, does he pay my bills? Does she pay my bills? No. Why are you gonna bother about it? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna see this person. If I see this person out there on the street, they ain't not gonna say shit to me in person because I know that if I say something to my man, he'll say something back to me fourfold, and then I'm gonna be humbled like an idiot because now I'm gonna say nothing back to the guy, and I don't really want the smoke in the person. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't mind having a verbal talk with someone on the street, bro. Because I find it funny. It's entertaining. It's like, oh, you want to say some bullshit? Go on, then, bro. Big man, come on, then. With your nice little tight little bend in it, bro. What size are you, bro?
Oh, it's the tight little bend.
Honestly, bro, it's funny. I've had one or two people chat waffles. So one time I was in town. Yeah, I was in town one time. I won't say where, because if I say where, some people were there, and I'm like, oh yeah. So walking in town, going past the bar. Someone shouted my name, my IG name, and I was like, all right, bro, safe here. He goes, yeah, your videos are shit. I was like, okay, yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, they're whack. I was like, yeah, cool, man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, innit? Have a good night, though, innit? Stay blessed, my IG. Yeah. You should stop now, bro. They're dead, man. I go, well, bro, if they're dead, why are you a rascal watching them for then? Why are you watching? I goes, bro, you know, you're quite cute, bro. You know, look at you, 5'5", brother out there. Hey, bro, someone get this guy some dress and the heels right now. Let me take you out, bro, for night out, innit, bro. Come on, you looking cute, man. Got no daddy on you or something. You know, the tight little shirt, bro. You can wear a blouse, bro. Come on. And he's like, ooh, bro, it's so funny, bro. Because he literally thought I'd get angry at him. And it wasn't the case. I just thought, okay, you want to have a verbal altercation? Let's dance, bitch. Go on. I don't mind it right now, innit? I goes, brother, I can tell you what, bro, if you wore heels, brother, you're still 5'7" right now. I got girls taller than you, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? But you cute though, innit? Go do some squats there, bro, and get that big chisel and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, honestly, bro, people that were there, if they watched this, they're like, yeah, we were there, bro. We seen you have my for jokes. But I find it funny though. It's entertaining. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna start chatting shit to people for no reason, then expect the smoke back. That's what I say to them.
Have you ever thought of doing stand-up comedy? Because honestly, like,
Yeah,
I
bro,
feel like I've got like a first world like ticket right now to fucking. I'm laughing my head off.
You know, I don't know. I'm not really feeling the stand-up thing. To be fair, I mean,
and plus you deal with hecklers with that story. You'll definitely deal with hecklers if you get any.
Yeah. But the hecklers are funny because but it's one of the ones where you have to kind of be in that zone to do stand-up as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People think, yeah, you could do it. I mean, I appreciate you saying I could do it, but I think it's a different dynamic to stand on stage and have a story flowing, because it is script based in your head. You need to have a certain kind of a story for the whole kind of show. Really, you start from here, add it there. You're gonna come back to the story, the first one you kind of said, then go to another story, come back to the first one again. It's an art. You know, so
but see, like most people don't even know that part. So like you even knowing, like obviously, as I say, I fucking watch shitloads of comedy specials. Yeah, I'm like obsessed with them, and like yourself, it is an art form. Like Ricky Gervais for me is like the GOAT, and he has his, but he sort of went similar to yourself. He started with The Office first. He got like comedian of the year without doing a stand-up special. He just got it from The Office, then went into like stand-up and obviously formulated the shows that he did.
Yeah, no, if you've got stories, then you can't lose. If you have a story and it actually happened, you can't lose. Because you can do the whole, you can read out the whole thing, how you're standing, how she was standing, what he said, what she said. It's just in your head, it's just there. I mean, sometimes you can create something for the banter lyrics, but in essence, the story is kind of always there, and it's about kind of relaying that story in a certain manner or fashion where people can kind of find the funny side of it. Because I've seen some people do stand-up, bro, and it's just like, yeah, bro, if that's me on the stage there, man, I wouldn't want to go there right now. But it's one of them ones, though, do you know what I mean? But it's not something I'd say I'd write off, but it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me right now. I like to do the kind of skit kind of stuff. I want to get more people involved to do kind of skits and actual small movies and small videos. I find them kind of more. I find them more entertaining, to be fair. More kind of like directing / producing type thing.
Has going back to the original question, has that changed from the first few videos that you did were just picking up a phone and sort of cracking on to now? Like obviously I've seen the latest one that you did in like in a shop, the latest Instagram post, and that's obviously like I think that's a 2-part video as well, so the next one's going to come out soon. So like obviously that's obviously like you've got a location. I imagine you did a script beforehand. You've got people coming in to sort of play roles and things. Like the production levels holly going up as well on that side.
Yeah, so I just started with the camera in my car, doing a phone concept where I'm talking to my boy on the phone and just reenacting what happened and stuff. The first one that kind of banged out properly was that massage video that my dad and mum ended up realizing and finding out about. But it was just a phone call. So from the phone calls to actually doing actual characters and stuff, and now to the point of actually trying to get more people involved. It's hard now with the current kind of current situation where there's COVID, trying to get people together, yada yada yada. But I'm still going to do the ones from home on my ones. But again, because I've been kind of preoccupied with the farmer stuff, I've just kind of put everything on hold. That one in the shop there was basically, so Tanner had a new song coming out called Hennessy, and he goes, look, can we get you to jump on to like a pre-music video skit? So that, yeah, we can do that, no problem. So that kind of came about, made the script for that. So yeah, cool, let's run it. Got the shop, went to a shop in Albury, Birmingham, for the guys, giving the guys a shop. A shout out to my man, giving a shop for free for a couple of hours because he had to shut shop or recorded certain scenes. And then yeah, but again, when there's more people involved, it's better. Not because there's more people involved, but it's because I can have other people in the works. I don't mind doing other characters, but it's just like, bro, my bull ties in all of them. It's like, I'm here, I'm there. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's not bad if you can make a skit, but it's nice when you've got a variety of people because you get a feel of an actual environment. So it's one of them ones. I mean, I still do the home ones if I can do it at home. I'm happy to do them. If you want to start doing actual kind of like, you know, reenacting things in shops, in stores, in locations, at events, they need to get more people involved because his mission is trying to change a couple of back and forth out and about with you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones, man. So yeah, started literally from the camera in the car, started doing more kind of character-based stuff. I think character-based probably the way forward. I can still go and do one in my car because they're my original ones. If I do a car one, it's like, yeah, these are the OG videos that back in the day ones when he first started. So I can still do them with the scripts that I do. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no limitation to that because like I say to you, it's being creative. To create content is never hard. It's to create creative content, which is hard. Do you know what I mean? Because anyone can make a podcast, but you can't make a podcast. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you can make a video or skit, but can you make a real good skit that's actually going to get leverage in some way? Someone going to share it, going to comment on it, and it resonates with people. Is there a tangent to it as well? Do you see what I'm saying? There's many factors which do why some people start doing certain things and they fall off the bandwagon. You probably know a few people that started podcasts as well a couple of months ago and now they're doing it. I know a couple of people that did videos as well to stop doing it. One, because their heart wasn't in the first place. Second, they probably saw someone doing it, thought, I can do that. And thirdly, that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. You've got to have the heart for it, the creativity for it as well, and the why are you doing it? Where do you add value? Answer all the questions, yeah. You're gonna make it in one day in life, innit? So that's my advice to that, man.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Like, and as you said there, like obviously you write a script, and before you said that, your mum sort of said rein it in a tiny bit because it's just getting a bit too many phone calls. Like, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's madness, bro. Like, so I basically I did a video of a massage parlor. Not how it works. I worked in taxi offices, and we used to have customers go to massage parlors and tell us the stories. That's how I know about this because somebody there deep on their night time 4 in the morning. So
are you sure it's not personal experience?
What's that?
Are you sure it's not personal experience? Is that just
no,
all a cover up?
Shout out to my girl Diamond doing things. So I remember one time when somebody went one time and I remembered it. He was telling one of my mans a story. I thought, you know what, I'd be sick to do that, reenacting that video there, man, like doing the video in it. So I did that. I goes, oh, I want to get a proper massage. My man sent me this next massage parlor thing, and I wasn't really ready for that because you start on top of me and I start putting a hand down my pajama and stuff in it. I was like, bro, what I want here? So I did that in Punjabi and stuff in it, and it's like, yo, so obviously some auntie was saw it. Told my mum, oh, Benji, oh, tere munde ne video banati, yo, kenda hote, tere ode pajame skuli hath pa liya, this and that. You know, and then it sounds 10 times worse in Punjabi. I was like, oh god. And I had this phone call, and mum put it on loudspeaker. Mum's like, yeah, ma sune ma dekhi ha, pada mainu ha. She didn't, but she backed me in. So shout out to her backing on that one. And then freaking after about 6 months later, my dad was in Punjab, innit? He rang me, Jas Billan ki haal chal hai, main theek ha, ki hisse ki banda, bahut vadiya. Acha, mainu na kisi ne ek video teri bheji si koi? I was like, oh fuck, what video is this gonna be? मैं कह क्या तू उठ गया हो ते मसाज पार्लर दे के
Oh, no.
गधा मैं आप सोचो जब मैं गया हुंदा मैं वीडियो बनाई सीगी हाँ गल तो तेरी सही है तेरी मैं बनाई वीडियो मैं फोन ते लग गया किसी दे नाल मैं ड्रामा करदा नाटक मैं कीता ते मैं रिकॉर्ड कीती हाँ पर जो होया मैं किया नहीं ना मैं कुछ कीता मैं ਉਹਦੇ ड्रामा ਜਿਹਾ ਬਣਾਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਫਿਰ ਗਈ ਹੋਣੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਨਾ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਅੱਛਾ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਫਾਜ਼ਿਲ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਦਾ you know what that was they start saying
Yeah.
that it's my place to ask you what go on I was like yeah no it's fine after that they never said nothing to be fair we still got a few other messages or comments or what Auburn I am and then I did a one about the funky mama obviously like, I'm the young guy, like, Mama, what's going on? He's all the Gordy there. He goes, oh, I'm doing a massage. He's all like, I forgot what I did. I think it's stretching or something, or doing some exercise or something, kind of like just laying on top of her, doing stretches, just doing dumb stuff. You always get them funky mama, you get me?
Yeah.
And then freaking, and then Mum was like, oh, tu Jas Billan tu bed te beta nanga. I was topless in bed, yeah, and I wasn't nanga for starting. She look kiki go get it did look it probably I look at it, I think, you know what, it probably looks a little bit bad being a desi banda, I get it. But it wasn't actually that bad, to be fair. But I look, oh, you know what? To be fair, I'll chill them ones. But you know, Bunde, bro, I got bare Baji. What are you going Baji? Oh, Baji. You know them Bunde, Baji. Is that Baji is the ID page? Oh, bro, shut your mouth, bro, man. Sit your ass back down. What are you Bunde, man?
It's funny, like you see, obviously there's like yourself and like a few others who do skits. Singdar popping to mind, and I see
Yeah.
any type I think he uses the same goodie basically in every single video, like that he has like a female like actress, I guess, or whatever in it, and all the comments are just what's it at. Just what's it at straight away. Just what's it. It's like calm down, fam.
That's all they care about. Because I've been in the gym scene for quite a lot. Yeah, I know so many goodie with big butt and big, you know. So I'm just thinking like I could bring these into the skits and stuff, and they're down. These goodies are like, yo, just pull us in, man. But they're gonna be like, yo, they're gonna start bombarding them. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna let you know when and how and stuff. I'm always tempted to do it just to piss these bundes off because like, oh, Baji, tu patli hai, tu unhe jaan, Baji ke chakkar ki, you know that bunde get like that. It's like, yo, bro, it's friend. Why is Hadi friend, brother?
Yeah.
Bro, shut your mouth, bro.
One of the ones.
Bro, they just get just so crazy, bro. To be fair, because obviously I've been in that gym scene. With most people that I know, are all in shape. They're all kind of fit, you know, slim, trim, kind of like big butt, small waists, that kind of thing. You know, wearing all the leggings and the kind of sports bra things. They're all that kind of scene in it. Up when they see that, bro, yeah, they get a bare like, oi. Even when I used to go gym, well, I went to a gym before, innit?
Yeah.
And there's like one or two bunde that I used to have bare akkad in there, bro. Like bare big able to, you know, they thought they were like the big dons of the gym. And I was like, you're right. I go, buddy Tiga? You know, but just a bit akkad for no reason. I was like, all right, safe then. I'll see how you man are moving in it. And I see them always use a try on with this one or two goodie in the gym in it, all these little pretty little things in it. They didn't know that. No, I mean, one time I went up to Juppy Pali, I was hiding your care. I'm gonna hold you for 5 more seconds. Yeah, don't get paranoid. I'm just gonna do a little drama here. Just okay, yeah, I can come back. Okay, yeah. Bro, I can see him in the mirror, yeah. Bro. After that day, bro, yeah, walking gym. Why has it got? I was like, yeah, you fucking not good.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Honestly, man, I did that about 2-3 times, yeah. And someone to the calling, I'm gonna hide in your kill. I'm gonna hold you for 5 seconds, yeah. I'm gonna let go, hold me tighter, and try and lift me up or something. Bro, they'll under Jelly gave one. I thought, yeah, this is how you fix his bunda, innit? And then one time he inboxed her, hi, hello baby, we go same gym. Hello baby, we go same gym.
Oh my days. It's the most simple fucking, like, honestly, if you're going to message someone like that, yeah, just Google what you're gonna say beforehand, innit? Just don't do some of that crap.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you right now, every bun out there thinks he's Casanova. Every brother thinks he's Casanova out there. And only when they send a message do they realize, yeah, they're Lolo Banju.
Yeah, that's it.
But I'm telling you, Bunde, this is how it works. Bunde, I know so many composed Bunde. So many composed Bunde. The second a brother out there sees a girl that he likes, yeah, hey, forget their bearings, bro. They don't know what's gonna go on, what's gonna happen, yeah. And they'll just move mad. And because they're the man hell yeah. And I tell guy, look, keep your composure, lad. Just don't get too excited. You same gym go, we same gym go for. And she goes, look, what's your boy? Who's this your boy? This guy say hi in the gym. I go, he's not my boy. He's not my brother. Oh yeah, but you say hi to him. I say hi to him out of courtesy because I might see my mother goddaughter. That is about it. Otherwise, scrap my man. I'm not his boy. Don't say I'm his boy. You kept messaging her. So I tried to video call her one time, bro. Brother tried to video call her. Not even, she didn't respond back to my man. Video call her, bro.
Fucking hell. No, that's smashed it. I've really enjoyed this whole conversation, to be fair.
So
and
blessed, man.
all the links for your Instas, Punjab's finest clothing to go support over there, will all be left in the link in the description. But just before we finish, I ask every single guest the same 5 questions in like a quick fire fashion, just to finish it off.
Did you send me the email for these, by the way? No, I was joking.
Okay, my face dropped there. I was like, how was I supposed to?
You're like,
It's still in the post, isn't it? It's a chitty will be coming to your door tomorrow.
Fire away, man. Fire away, man. Go on. Fire away, so good.
So, first question is, what are you most proud of?
Oh, these kind of questions, bruh. Like, what am I most proud of? Bro, give me examples. When I circle, I really don't know what I'm proud of.
It's just anything that comes to your mind first of what makes you proud of something that you've done or something that you're about to do or anything.
I'm proud of, proud, bruh. Bro, you really stuck it, man. I can answer bare questions, quick fire answers, but bro, these ones, bro, I think I'm probably proud of myself for not letting social media dictate me as a person. I feel that social media can sometimes really change a person and who they are and how they kind of progress in life. I'm just fortunate and proud that I didn't kind of get sucked into it and change just kind of how I see things in it. So that's probably the thing I'm gonna say. I know it sounds probably a little vain, but it's one of them ones, I'm just proud that I didn't get pulled in and I didn't lose myself.
That's good. That's good. See, all that with the weight, that answer was with the weight.
Bro, like that kind of answer, like, what proud of what? Oh yeah, I'm proud. I'm also proud. I know I'm proud that nobody ever beat my school record in year 9 for throwing a discus over 32 meters. That's what I'm proud about. Because no brother, I'm telling you, bro, people push for that, and the closest someone got 18 meters, bro. Yeah, you might know about that. 32 meters versus 18 meters. Yeah. Shut down there.
Sponged it. What are you most looking forward to?
As in from today?
From today onwards, what is something in the future that you are looking forward to?
2 things really. One, just the progress of my brand Panjab's finest. Just the fact that we're taking quality literally up against the big boys like the French brands, the Italian brands, the German brands. So we're literally going to be not really fighting against them, but fighting on par with their processes, their quality, their print styles, their print methods, and just kind of how they create items. So that's one. Second of all, I'm looking forward to the fact we're getting out of all this bullshit, really lockdown malarkey, because I want to start doing more content where I'm out and about. That's the kind of plan forward. Just them 2 things: content, better content for the masses, and 2, better kapre for the masses.
What is your biggest motivation?
Oh, bro, man. Biggest motivation. That's a hard one. Biggest motivation.
It doesn't even have to be the biggest. What are a few things that motivate you?
What is it motivates me? The fact that I'm not going to get this life again. Every day that passes, I don't get that day back again. I lose that day. I lose the day to breathe. I lose that time. I lose what I saw that day. Just that, really, So it was a case of that. I just literally got to like keep going, just doing what I'm doing. At some point, I won't be sitting in a house in UK. I'll be sitting on a beach somewhere, Caribbean or South America with some Cubana. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, beach. Yeah, might be on the beach somewhere.
Smashed it. Right. What is your definition of success?
Definition of success. I think it's when you get to the top, but you're still the person you were when you started. I think that's real success, where you can maintain and retain who you were when you started from day one, your principles, your values, your morals. And the only thing that is different now is your bank balance or your assets column or your commodities or anything that you own. That's probably when I see real success, when the guy kept himself straight from day one to now. Anything that's changed is his kapre, his clothing, where he lives, and what he owns. Otherwise, he's the same brother from the block. So that's probably why I see a success. Yeah, man.
I really like that. I haven't had anything along them lines so far, so that's a dope answer. But last but not least, because it is the KultureKast podcast, how has your culture affected you in your journey thus far?
Affected? Oh, I'm blessed, man. I'm thankful that I went to work with my dad at a taxi office, and I met all those funny taxi drivers who were from the Bend, and they chatted their waffles, and they taught me words that I would never ever have heard of in my life, apart from the Ma Bendi Gala. So because of that, it gave me the platform to kind of make what I make now, what I create. I would say it probably helps. It has helped with the creativity as well. There's simple Punjabi comedy that happens in the households, and there's like the Bindu lyrics style Punjabi comedy for the Western masses as well. I think Canadians and Americans and the British and Europeans can relate to that because they've got Bindu houses and Bindu families. So not Bindu this year, it's a Bindu, like, people from back home, Punjab family, let's say. But they can kind of relate to that kind of mix of Western and kind of Desi Bend life fusion, So that's what I'm kind of, I'm happy about that. The fact that I got a chance to work around these guys and not kind of lose my marble and not sound like Daddy G. I'm kind of blessed about that. But I'm not knocking it when I sound like that.
I was gonna say, even though you smashed that accent as well.
Bro, I'm bad accent, brother. Trust me, I know so many brothers speak like that, innit? But shout out to my guy speaking like that. You're keeping the bully real though. Shout out to you brothers, innit? Hanji, Tusi Kid and that. Yeah, shout out to my G's.
Smashed it. Just before we finish, do you want to say any last couple of words?
No, thank you for your time, bro. I appreciate this, man. I've not really come on to do any podcasts recently. I've been so busy with my work and stuff. I mean, I've parred some of the people. I'm sorry with everybody else. But yeah, man, I like the way you approach it, man. So thank you for your time. I thank you for doing this. Hope this adds value to you, to other people, and hopefully, like, obviously, you might sponsor me and give me some money for this as well. Yeah. So looking forward to my. No, joking.
We'll chat about that afterwards. We'll chat about that after. No, smash it. No, thank you for your time. Obviously, like,
thank you, man.
Yeah, it's been a really good conversation. I feel like I've had a first row ticket to a comedy concert or something today, so I'll be laughing my fucking head off.
Full support.
And yeah, I'll catch everybody in the next episode.
Take care.